Alright, welcome back everyone. So today we want to learn how to toggle between our password visibility. You want your password to show or you don't want your password to show. Basically, I'll be talking about two different methods. The first one is without the eye icon. This one that will not show an eye icon, and there is another one that will show an eye icon. So let's go with the simpler before we go to the a bit more complex one. So we are starting with the one that does not have the eye icon. So now inside my body I've declared form. So having declared form, so let me just quickly declare my, let's say, username. Then input. So input text. So our input should be text, so I don't need more issue for this username since that is not my main concern. What we actually want to work on is our password. So let me put a break. Okay, so having done this, now let's go to password. Then we open an input. So input password, we don't really need a name, and the ID, I'm going to let it be my password. So my password, having done this, then I need a checkbox. I need a checkbox, and that is what I'll be using to toggle between the password visibility. So to have that, let me add a break to put our checkbox. Then I'll come down and then input checkbox. So for our checkbox, we don't need a name. The type to be checkbox, then you don't need an ID as well. We need to unclick. So this unclick now, I'll be declaring a function using a function. Let me say the function name is my, you can just say toggle password. Oh my toggle password, let's use toggle password. Okay, so I'll click toggle password. Remember that this is a function, so you need to declare this parenthesis in front of it. And then having done this, the next time I'm going to be writing is a text that we that will guide, that will be a kind of guide for the users. So and that is where I'll put this show password. At least seeing this, they will know that they have to click on that checkbox to allow the password to show. So let's come here and then refresh what we have. Okay, we have username, password, and show password. So when password is put here now, and you click on this place, it's going to show it or it's not going to show you. So all this, the miracle is going to happen inside JavaScript, and it's going to be a very simple one. Have I saved it? Yes. Alright, so now the first thing you're going to do is to declare a function. And then what is the function name that we have? Say toggle password. Remember, that is what we use for our onClick. So now open your parentheses, then your code block. Okay, then your code block. Then we're going to be declaring a variable. You can just select let my password, for instance. Let my password be equal to document.getID by document.getID by get element by ID rather. Then you open parentheses, then your quotation, and what is the name of that ID for my password? It is my password too. Okay, so now having done this, you have declared this variable now. So the next thing we're going to be doing is to what is all these mistakes? Next thing we're going to be doing now is to open a conditional statement and say if this variable, my password, if the type my password dot type, meaning if its type is equivalent to password. Are you following? So if its type is equivalent to password, what should happen? Remember that this function is actually meant for our checkbox input here. It is related to our checkbox input here. So that is what the onClick is all about. So when you click, so this is telling us that when you click this checkbox, what should happen? And that's what we want to do. So when you click the checkbox and you find that the type of this my password, this variable, which is the one we have declared in mine, that's the input from my password. So if when the checkbox is clicked, if the password type is password, so okay, so if it is password, then let my password dot type be equal to text. So let it be text. So once it is clicked, then let it be text. Text. Are we following? Okay, so after this now, else, that means if it is not clicked, else, then I'll open my code block, else my password dot type, my password dot type should be equal to password, should be equal to password. It is that simple. Should be equal to password. Okay, so let's save this, then come here to, I hope I've not made any mistake. Alright, so let's come here to view it. Let's come here to view it. Even my help else. Though it's not compulsory we had all these semicolon, the new system has made you to they get that automatically even if you don't put it there. So now let me type in any password here and then come back here to check it. Can you see that? Can you see that? That is just the miracle. So it is very simple and straightforward. Just practice it one time or two times, then it is easier to memorize it. Alright, see you for the second method in the next class. Bye.